Hello friends, welcome back to our second lecture on arteriosclerosis. So before moving any further, we will look at what we have studied in last lecture. Basically, we will have a recap of last lecture. So that to get the context of the today's lecture. So in last lecture, first we looked at meaning of the term arteriosclerosis. So as you know, the term arteriosclerosis is made up of arterio and sclerosis. There are two terms. Arterio means related with arteries and sclerosis means hardening. So arteriosclerosis means hardening of arteries. So that was meaning. Then we looked at varieties of arteriosclerosis, and we came to know that there are four different varieties which we remember by initials, that is SHMA, and from S it is senile, from H it is hypertensive, from M it is Monkberg, and from A it is atherosclerosis. So these are four varieties of arteriosclerosis. Then we started about, first of all we started with senile arteriosclerosis. Then we started hypertensive arteriosclerosis, and there we learned that hypertensive arteriosclerosis has three different forms. Those are not necessarily associated only with hypertensive arteriosclerosis. They may occur in other forms also, but they are most commonly associated with hypertensive arteriosclerosis. So first one was hyaline, then hyperplastic, and third one was necrotizing. So out of this we have already studied hyaline, and today we will study about hyperplastic arteriosclerosis and necrotizing arteriolitis. So let's start with hyperplastic arteriosclerosis. So as usual, we will start by the meaning of the term hyperplastic arteriosclerosis. So it is hyperplastic is derived from hyperplasia. And hyperplasia means increase in number of cells. Is called as hyperplasia. So obviously in this type of arteriosclerosis there will be increase in number of cells of some kind, and due to this increase there will be hardening, because more cell will cause hardening and nerving of the artery. So what kind of increase occur here? The increase in number of cells is for smooth muscles. Smooth muscle cells are increased in number in this type. And why they are these smooth muscles are increased? Because they increase as a part of healing process. Because when endothelium is injured, endothelium of vessel wall is injured due to some reason, like due to hypertension, it may be injured because increased force of blood flow will cause injury, and due to this injury there will be later healing occur, and as a part of healing process smooth muscle cells will proliferate. So that is why it is called as hyperplastic arteriosclerosis. And another point is that it is also called as proliferative arteriosclerosis, because there is proliferation of smooth muscle cells. So this is hyperplastic arteriosclerosis. Now its causes of hyperplastic arteriosclerosis. First cause is malignant hypertension. It is most commonly associated with malignant hypertension. Next one is Next cause is HUS, that is hemolytic uremic syndrome. HUS, hemolytic uremic syndrome. What is hemolytic uremic syndrome? In this, blood vessels to kidneys are damaged, and there may be leakage of blood, which may cause thrombosis, and due to that thrombosis in various parts of the kidney, the process of filtration from kidney is affected, and that will eventually lead to kidney failure. That is called as HUS or hemolytic uremic syndrome. Third one is scleroderma. Scleroderma, from the term you can see that it is combination of two words, sclero and derma. Derma means skin, sclero means hardening. So it is a general hardening of the skin of the body. And last one is toxemia of pregnancy. Last cause is toxemia of pregnancy. Toxemia of pregnancy is a complication of pregnancy in which blood pressure is increased. So there are four causes. These four causes are of hyperplastic arteriosclerosis. First one is malignant hypertension, then hemolytic uremic syndrome, then scleroderma, and then toxemia of pregnancy. So this one was hyperplastic arteriosclerosis. Now the third type the third form under hypertensive arteriosclerosis, that is necrotizing arteriosclerosis. This is third type, necrotizing arteriosclerosis. So it is generally it occurs in malignant hypertension. And it is commonly associated with hyaline arteriosclerosis. But not necessarily. That means it may occur without hyaline arteriosclerosis also. So if it is associated with hyaline arteriosclerosis, then some part of the artery shows hyaline arteriosclerosis, and some part of the artery shows necrosis. So that due to this necrosis, it is called as necrotizing arteriolitis. So this is all about hypertensive arteriosclerosis. Now we will look at third variety of arteriosclerosis, that is Monckeberg arteriosclerosis. So what about this name Monckeberg? Monckeberg was the person who first described this condition. So on his name, this condition is the name given Monckeberg. So the name is given based on the person who first described this condition. I think it is in 1903 he first described about this entity. So the condition is named after him, that is Monckeberg arteriosclerosis. It has another name also, that is medial calcific sclerosis. So why this name? Because there is calcification of tunica media. That is why it is called as medial calcific sclerosis. What is calcification? Calcification means buildup of calcium. Calcification means buildup of calcium in some part of the artery, that is called as calcification. So this is Monckeberg arteriosclerosis. Now its causes of Monckeberg arteriosclerosis. So first cause is aging, that is it occurs normally as a part of aging process. Then pseudoxanthoma elasticum. Commonly known as PXE, pseudoxanthoma elasticum. It is a condition in which there is a deposition of calcium. And third cause is, third and last cause is idiopathic arterial calcification of infant. This is a genetic condition occurring in infants. That is calcification occurs in arteries, and that is idiopathic. The cause is not known. So this one was Monkberg arteriosclerosis. So now only one last topic remains, that is atherosclerosis. So just to have a quick recap, we are learning about arteriosclerosis. And there are 4 types: senile, hypertensive, Monkberg, and atherosclerosis. And in hypertensive there are further 3 subtypes: hyaline, hyperplastic, and necrotizing. Hyaline, hyperplastic, and necrotizing. So we have studied about senile, we have studied about hypertensive, we have studied about Monkberg. But the last topic, that is atherosclerosis, is a vast topic, is a big chapter. So we will study it separately, not in this chapter, but we will study that the thing separately as a separate chapter. So this is it from me today. If I hope that you have enjoyed this lecture, and if anything is not understood, you can ask in comment section. We will see you in next lecture. Till then, goodbye. Take care.